It is one of the saddest days of the year. Hey, Ruby. What have you done to my house? We went from my best friend to hating my guts. We'll make a vision board together. Undo, undo, undo. Go on. I asked Chat GPT. It's a long way down. Can we teach this old dog new tricks? We will see this year. Good morning. Happy New Year. It is the 2nd of January, which means it is one of the saddest days of the year. That little void between like Christmas and New Year's, I don't know what to do with my hands. So it is that time. I do need to take down my Christmas tree. My most favorite day is putting it up, but my worst day is taking it down. So we're gonna do it together. Hey Ruby, thank you for watching over us. New year, new me, which starts here. Oh, I believe I might have either a bird that swooped in here or a critter because my shelf was good. And now I've got stuff all over the floor. You've been pipered. Sorry, buddy. This has been bothering me for a very, very, very long time. And I just have not been in here long enough to just do my, like, the necessities of what I need for the farm. And then it gets to a point where I'm like, I don't want to be in here. So I'm trying to sort of declutter the areas where I actually need to work. And hopefully I'll do better at working. What are you barking at? It's me. What have you done to my house? Everything was nice and clean. I've been in a bit of a... If you're a writer, I think you'd call it like a writer's block. I think if you are a book reader, you'd call it maybe a book slump. So I got a new planner in the house and I started just writing down things in 2025 that I need to sort of prioritize, I guess. So I have personal, business, and rest, which is weird. It's like, oh, I have to put rest on a planner. And I think maybe I'm gonna try to do a vision board. I went on Pinterest yesterday and just started pulling pictures of things that I've been thinking about this year. I think part of my problem with looking back at 2024 is like I never had a clear vision of what I wanted 2024 to be. All right, I'm gonna start cleaning. I'm gonna show you the before, as embarrassing as it is, and then I'll show you the after. I did it. I went and got a new planner. I did realize that last year the bullet journal for the barn, not ideal. Even for the house, what I ended up doing was creating a planner on a bullet journal. And I'm like, my brother-in-law's like, he saw me sort of writing stuff out one day and he's like, don't they make planners that already have all the things, all you have to do is fill it out? I said, yes, they do. So it starts with the full month, and then if you go into like further on into it, then it's got the actual week breakdowns. And then what I like here too is there's some notes and some to-dos. Anyway, it's a nice little journal and I really, really like the stars and the polka dots. And I like that it was lilac. It's a really pretty color. I think I got it at Indigo, which is like our bookstore. It's sort of our Barnes and Nobles here in Canada. So quite like it. I mean, I'll let you know at the end of 2025 if I use it. That's the real test. But she's pretty on my desk, on my clean desk. I am quite literally on Pinterest figuring out what typical vision boards look like. And while I'm at it, I wrote a list of sort of 2025 and what I wanna see or accomplish or prioritize maybe. And now I'm like grabbing pictures, downloading pictures. And then I think Jess advised to put it in Canva on a actual vision board template. So I think I'm gonna try that. I'm gonna see if I can learn how to screen record my computer. Haven't actually done that ever. This is my very first time doing a vision board and I really wanted to share it. I basically do a vision board on my planner day to day, but man, it'd be kind of nice to have like a vision of it, like it actually on a board, maybe on my wall or on my desk, that I can look at and just say, hey, I've done that, or hey, I've done that, or hey, I haven't done that, or hey, I'm looking forward to doing that. And I think it'd be sort of a fun little process. I like watching other people doing it. I've been going down rabbit holes of people making vision boards for 2025, so now I'm inspired to make my own. But man, Pinterest, all of a sudden, I'm never on Pinterest, ever, barely, unless I'm trying to figure out new wool ideas, and I remember why. It's very addicting. It's a lot like TikTok. It's like, where did the time go? Mark and Jess are over halfway done her apartment, the floor. He took a bit of a tumble on the ice outside, so I just ran out and got him some Advil. Yeah, I'm gonna work at this and then we'll make a vision board together. So now I'm gonna try to screen record this so you guys can see it. Okay, let's get to business here. Let's start with me personally. I really want to focus on my health. So that's either a nice walk in the bush. Really want to do that. I think I need to exercise more. Undo. Will you fit here maybe? Yeah, I want to do a little bit of weight training too. Oh, I need the little, yeah. That's good. So that's more cabin time. Ooh, puzzle. I want some puzzling. Let's do puzzles here. Yeah, you can kind of see that. Do more of your favorite things. I don't have my book in here. I think my book has to go where that is. Yeah. Okay, so we've got all my personal sort of stuff at the bottom. I think the biggest thing will be the travel portion of the year for the big like rest and relaxation. So I think I might put you here. Yeah, pretty. So I want my base, my foundation to be like me personally, because it's like the foundation. If I'm not good, I have to be more well as a person because it holds up everything else. So this is the sort of the premise behind all this. Now we're gonna sort of merge into business a little bit, which is an office, and we are building it out there right now. So I kind of want to put that, I got the book there. Do I want to put you here? Yeah. So now we are going to start doing some spoiler alerts here. I really want to try dyeing wool this year. I have 2 big boxes full of my natural wool that Lemieux didn't use. So I carved out a couple pictures here and I'm very excited to show you guys this. It's very pretty. Like this is what I'm looking for. I love having themed blended wools, dyed wools. So this one is like, it looks like a forest, and the first thing I thought of was willow. Love to do like a willow blend. So I love those greens, and if I could add a little black, that would be just delightful. So I want to learn just how to do it in my new shop, but we'll see. It might not be this year, but I definitely want to include it on this. And I found this pretty one too. We'll delete that. I think I'm gonna use this picture. Oh yeah. So just like really pretty dyed wool blends, and use my wool that I have, like do it myself. That I really want to learn how to do it. So I just I want to play around with wool this year, and that's sort of part of it. Now, the other part of it is, and I've already kind of played around this year with it, not with my wool, but with Canadian wool. And you guys, loved it and I sold out of it. So I want to do more of this, and that is making wool products. So I do have a meeting with Jane. Oh, you know what I didn't do? I discussed it here. I want to prioritize my peer group and business coaching. So I'm gonna put the peer group here, and I have a good coaching picture here. Where will I put you? Maybe here. Like a business coach. I'm thinking Christina, since she knows what I do and I've worked with her before. So I really want to do that. And then, yeah, like, so what I was saying here is I really want to do wool products. I really want to investigate wool blankets. And then I really want my gloves, picture, my middies, wool mitts. And I think I have socks I could put in this picture too, but I don't know if I can fit it. And I think I have a picture of socks here. Can I use my own? Do I not? Did I not download those? Right there. I love them. With the wool blanket. That's the vibe, you guys. That's my 2025 vibe. What do I put in this little blurb? 2025. All right, so this is sort of the vibe. I want to walk every day if I can. If I could walk in the forest in our bush every day with the dogs, that would be ideal, but we live in Canada, so I can't get back there right now because it's too wet, and then in a week I won't be able to get back there because it's too thick with snow. Now I could use my snowshoes, but then I can't take the dogs. So I have to rely on that to get my 10,000 steps if I don't get enough done in a day, which typically I can. I want to spend more time at the cabin. We love it back there, and I tell you, we only need like 2 hours at the end of a day, and we feel like we've been there for a week. So this is the best thing we've ever done for ourselves. I really need to start working out. Although a lot of people will get mad at me and say, you don't need to work out. Working in the barn is not the same as working muscles. However, a piece of me wonders, I've always done it online. Like I've always followed like fitness routines, like on YouTube, or joined subscriptions. But I do wonder if I'm doing the exercises properly. So I am a little concerned on just starting to weight lift with this bad back. So I want to seek some advice on that, and I might join a little gym with my friend in town and see what she says. It's actually part of a chiropractor practice, and they're trying to incorporate everything in it, which I think is great. So I want to talk to her before I start doing that stuff to make sure I'm sort of assessed. I don't want to wreck what is almost already wrecked. The other thing we love doing is puzzling. And I also want to, this almost could go up a little bit because I'd also like to investigate different puzzle companies to work with. Pilates, I'd love to start trying. I do follow one on YouTube, but I've been too scared to do it because of my back. So I want to get back into that. So now, and reading, of course. Reading I got into last year, and I read 50 books last year, 59 books this year, and I have 50 as a goal this coming year, but if I don't get it, I'm not too upset about it. It just means I'm busy doing other stuff. But reading is very therapeutic at night when I'm trying to get to sleep, so I really do like to read. So now we're merging into business. We will be working on that office this year. It needs flooring, the electrical needs finished, everything needs finished downstairs. We were starting upstairs so we could get the merch all moved up there, and Jess moved up there. So this is gonna be, we'll be lucky to get at this stage by the end of 2025, but it's nice to have it on the page. Excuse me. So then we're merging a little more into business again, just because I like sharing this stuff with you. So I make wool. That is part of my business now, and I do have 2 big boxes full of natural wool that can be dyed. So I'd love to learn how to do it. Love to make blankets, but I don't know how long it will take them to do it, and I want them this year. So if they can't do the blankets in a timely manner, I'm gonna switch over and we're gonna focus on mitts, gloves, and socks. I really wanna get together with Christina in the new year and do business coaching And then of course we have our ongoing peer group that are going through some pretty big changes right now too. So that is my vision board. That's my very first one. That's exciting. I hope the screen recording worked or I'm gonna be really mad. If it didn't, then you guys are just gonna see the final product when I'm done here. That's cool. How's it going? Ugh, no one cares. We're just happy you have some.
Go on.
Yep. I learned how to screen record. Yep, I did my vision board.
Did you Google it?
No, I did what you said and I did in the search bar and that was easy.
Yeah, the search bar is pretty slow.
I never use it.
You don't know how to do something. That's what I usually do.
Get it, girl. Get that dog food. Get it.
Jess is just picking up some Thai food. We have a cute little restaurant in town. We only come here maybe once a year. And it is so delicious. And yeah, she was just craving it all day. And I'm like, well, I gotta get groceries anyway. This is so typical me. I have to get groceries. I spend way too much on groceries. And then we get takeout on the way home. Please let me know I'm not the only one. I forgot to give you my credit card.
I know.
I'm sorry.
Just kidding. It's okay.
I'm sorry.
I don't mind.
Good afternoon. I am doing my afternoon barn check. The temps have dropped over the last couple days, so I got up bright and early this morning. Early, not bright, to make sure my milk lines aren't freezing. And thankfully, it was only minus 0.5, so the milk lines did not freeze, which was a relief. However, temps are supposed to keep dropping. So the barn is holding at 2.5 right now, so I think we're probably okay right now. But I'll do a check before I go to bed tonight, and then I'll get up in the morning bright and early, not bright, and check them again. So we're gonna be doing this for the next week. And then my older lambs, I could honestly wean them anytime, but because we're going to do such a cold spell, if I leave out water pails, they're gonna freeze. So it's like, ooh, I'll just leave the milk. We'll get water sort of established as well. She's been feeding water for 2 weeks, 3 weeks already, and they're drinking like full pails every day. So I think weaning is actually gonna go okay for these guys. But while I'm in here, I have been dealing with some joint ill on 2 bottle lambs. They're my youngest bottle lambs that were born in the second cycle. The one is coming around finally. The other one will not improve. So the one was in its back joint, and that's the one that's doing okay. And the little white one is still limping on her front leg. So I'm doing a pretty heavy duty antibiotic with a painkiller in it every other day. And today is that every other day. So I'm gonna do that right now. We've been working on the floor, and I'm happy to announce that the flooring upstairs is almost all done. The only thing left is the little landing spot above the stairs. So not sure if he's feeling good enough to do that today. He's really, really sore. He took a big wipe out yesterday on the ice, so he's a little tender. Just to show you my my guy that's walking a little better on his back left leg. He was, now he's lifting it a bit. Hey buddy, what'd you do? Is it hurting again? I wasn't gonna treat him, but now he's sort of acting weird again. Sort of lifting it again. Okay, I'm gonna treat him one more time, but this one is the one that's really limping. Showed us. Doesn't slow her down, but A good way for a bottle lamb to start to hate you is to have to needle it. So we went from my best friend to hating my guts. Do you hate me too? Do you hate me too? Hmm? Yeah. I forgot I cleaned my office. Oh my god, it looks so good. All the way from Ireland, our YouTube friends. I found this hat in my cubby because I was cleaning. I actually washed all my work clothes, so I found this treasure and I'm like, oh, it is about time I wore it. And I'm wearing my New Year's overalls from Michelle, so feeling very spiffy. And my office is clean. This is the way to start a new year, I have to say. As I did my vision board yesterday and I finished it and I showed Mark and I showed Jess and I was so proud of it, I made a few changes actually because there was one big thing I was missing, and it is another collaboration I'm really manifesting. I really want to do it this year. As much as I feel like the sheep are sort of on track and I'm doing all the right things, I'm biased. I definitely know there's room for improvement, so I asked Chat GPT. Yeah, I downloaded the app. Mark's been using it for months and months. Jess uses it. Everybody uses it. And then I was like, you know what? I'm just going to download it. I said, go through Sandy Brock's YouTube channel and identify what her biggest issues are in her flock and recommend solutions. So I'll put a little screenshot of what it's basically saying, but based on Sandy Brock's YouTube channel and blog, she has encountered several challenges in her sheep farming operations. Here are some key issues along with recommended solutions. Number 1, pregnancy toxemia in ewes. I was very happy to see that at number 1 because I do feel like that's been an ongoing thing for quite a few years. So then it's giving recommendations. Nutritional management. So we've definitely bit that off this year, probably more towards the end of the year, bringing Courtney on. Body condition scoring. We actually brought Courtney in and I did my first body condition scoring before this last breeding group. So we did that, which is good. Monitoring and early intervention. So we've been doing that a lot more than I ever have. It's definitely the last 2 lambings. I've been really watching about that last month, watching to see if any animals back off the bunk. Let's see what this says. Implement regular health checks to identify early stages of preg tox, such as reduced appetite or lethargic. Early detection allows for prompt treatment, improving outcomes. So I have to say, like, 2025, I'm hoping is the year that we really, really get on top of it. But 2024, we did make a breakthrough, I have to say, with preg tox. So I'm very proud of that. Number 2, mastitis in ewes. And we've most definitely encountered mastitis. I definitely had one. I don't think I've had any in, knock on wood, I don't think I had any in this one. And I actually don't know if we had any in the August one, but I believe we had one in the group before that. I could be screwing up. It could have been this last one, but I remember using cabbage leaves on one. So I'll have to go back and see what video that was. Now, bringing Courtney in might help with that too, because we're actually feeding our ewes based on how many lambs are nursing. And before that, we weren't. We were overfeeding our ewes, which means they were producing probably more milk than what their lambs were drinking, or if there was only 1 lamb on her and I was feeding her for like 2.3 lambs, then she was producing way too much for a single, and then maybe that's why she picked up mastitis. I still believe mastitis is preventative. I think a lot of these things is preventative, and most everything with sheep in regards to their health is very, very, very much correlated, strongly correlated to their nutrition. So I think getting our nutrition in line is gonna maybe alleviate some of the things I've been really struggling with in the last couple years for sure. Lamb health and mortality, number 3. I'm surprised that's not higher. So maybe my percentages aren't as bad as I think they are, but I think they're pretty bad. Issue, challenges with lamb health, including cases of illness and mortality, have been noted, impacting overall flock productivity. So that's the glory of me being very honest about my downfalls. Chat GPT has documented this. So recommendations: colostrum intake. Ensure lambs receive adequate colostrum within the first few hours of birth to boost immunity. Monitor lambs to confirm successful nursing. So we are doing this. Again, I took this way more serious probably from August on. So good. We've been onto that one this year. That's always good. Environmental conditions provide a warm, dry, draft-free environment for newborn lambs to reduce stress and exposure to pathogens. So I think we're pretty good at that as well. Vaccination and deworming. So we don't deworm because my animals aren't outside. The only two we have ever dewormed is Teddy and PETA because they were on the pasture and we brought them in. And we have a comprehensive vaccination program, and this is the first year I saw that we had a bit of a hole when I missed a booster. So, or I did a booster, but I should have just started all over again on the one. So we definitely know our vaccination program's working because when I changed it a bit, it nailed us. 4, efficient record keeping. Issue, managing flock data manually can be time consuming and may lead to oversight of critical information. I agree. I don't do a lot of manual data, so I'm wondering if they're actually taking this from me. I'm not sure. Recommendations is a digital management system. Adopt flock management software to streamline record keeping, track health treatments, breeding records, and monitor individual animal performance. I will say this, I'm not good on the health side of the Gallagher. I don't find the Gallagher as handy when it comes to the ewe. I find it very good with capturing the lamb data and capturing data when I'm running the animals through. But if I'm just catching a ewe and treating her, I don't love the Gallagher, and I probably should get onto their mobile one. They have a mobile app. So I will say I like the Flock Watch way better for that. However, I've never used the mobile version of this, so that is something I should probably do in the new year. Regular data review. This is where I'm bad. So analyze collected data periodically to identify trends, make informed management decisions, and adjust practices as needed. So Mark is very, very good at this, and that's why he's a very good grain farmer. I am terrible at this. I like collecting it. I have it. I don't like this part. I don't like sitting down and analyzing it. But when I do it, it is always reactive. It's always because I'm chasing a problem. So I have a problem and I chase it and I find it because I have the data. But man, how much further ahead would I be if I did this like once a month? Like I just analyzed data, figured out trends, and you know, made time and space for that. Number 5. I'm actually surprised this is a number 1. Work-life balance and farm management. Issue, balancing farm responsibilities with personal life has been a recurring theme, indicating potential challenges in workload management. Maybe. Recommendations, delegation. Consider training and delegating tasks to farm staff or family members to distribute the workload more evenly. Valid. Scheduling and planning. Develop a structured farm management plan that allocates time for both farm duties and personal activities, helping to prevent burnout. So I'm trying to do that between my bullet journaling last year, my planners this year, and my vision board. I'm starting to see value in this, and I'm thinking number 5 is pointing out the importance of how much I need it. So yeah, let's see if that works for 2025. See if Sandy figures out work-life balance and farm management. Can we teach this old dog new tricks? We will see this year. By addressing these challenges with the recommended solutions, Sandy can enhance the health and productivity of her flock while maintaining a sustainable and balanced farming operation. I think all those things are very valid and very much a continuation of what we've been doing in 2024, and I like that. I like seeing that they're picking out the things that I've really talked about here on the channel, and I do feel like I have loads of room for improvement on all these things. So I thought that was interesting, an interesting little thing to do for this video, especially starting a new year, because I am lost right now. I'm floundering a bit, both in just creating content, probably because I'm a bit burnt out after Vlogmas. Vlogmas is a lot of work. Anyway, that is our goals for 2025. Guys, let me know in the comments if you're a New Year's resolution person. I typically am not. A good piece of advice I saw yesterday in one of these goal setting videos that I watched was she only sets goals on things she can control. So yeah, I'm not a big goal person, but I like that. I like that little idea that's something that you can control. And I think that's why I like planning and list making and strategizing. And I really like this Chat GPT thing. I have been scared of AI, I'm going to be completely honest, but being around techie people, my son, my daughter, and my husband, I realized that you can use it for good. So I'm going to use it a little more, I think, this year between the farm and the videos. Guys, let me know. What are your resolutions? What are your goals? What are your dreams? Are you going away this year? Just let me know. What's your 2025 looking like? Happy New Year. Glad you're here. Say Happy New Year, Lucy. No?